30 most insensitive things ever said, according to Reddit. I'm pulling from multiple lists, so don't get your panties in a twist. Number 15. I believe I've commented about this before, but my ex-girlfriend said to me very calmly while our relationship was deteriorating, "I tried to look past your outer appearance, I really did, but it turns out you're exactly the same on the inside as you are on the outside. Felt like I just lost a nut." For context, I'm a huge, scary-looking American Indian dude with neck tattoos and a ponytail. Well, damn. Ain't that something? Hello to everybody in the stream chat. Here's hoping you're having a wonderful day and can appreciate this middle of the day list. Stay woke, fam. Yeah, imagine if I started saying shit like this. Number 14. When I was in kindergarten, there was a boy in my class who sat next to me. He would pull up at the corner of his eyes and whisper, "Ching Chong, China girl." I would always tell him to stop. I would tell him that I was Vietnamese and Cuban, not Chinese. I was so young, and I didn't understand why it was so bothersome. I just knew that it felt really mean, particularly in the way that he said it. In physical education, we would run laps, and one day he trailed me the whole time asking me to say something in Chinese. When I broke down and started crying, his response was, "You look even more Chinese when you cry." God damn. This list is pretty savage. Let's be real. It's only gonna get worse from here. I finally told my mother, who is Hispanic, and her response was, "You do look Chinita. What the fuck?" I love my mother, but she really didn't understand where I was coming from at that point in my life, and quite honestly, neither did I. It wasn't until high school that I was really able to pinpoint the source of my discomfort. You racist sons of bitches. Just racist now. Well, it's about that time. Number 13. My son was born with brain damage. The extent of it, though, was not so clear at first. He also had some orthopedic problems. The orthopedic surgeon and his resident came to see him when we were still in the hospital. I said to them, "Do you think it will be necessary to eventually have orthopedic surgery for his issues?" The resident said, "It depends. If there's nothing upstairs, it's probably not worth it." God damn. These are humans you're talking about. Thank you, Kobe Rose, for the subscription. But they probably not even watching this right now. Let's be real, statistically. Here's the issue here. I thought this list was going to be, little snowflake injuries of people that are, just disrespected, like they're injured pride-wise, a little bit of hurt fifis, right? But these are fucking savage, dude. What the fuck? It depends. If there's nothing upstairs, it probably ain't worth it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. Stripes asks, how close are we to a new emote, Kyle? I'm gonna go ahead and look at the youtube.com/sponsors page. And let's see. Custom emoji. Let's see. It says this is locked. I get 5 emojis with 30 sponsors? And I'm 5 away from that. 5 to go, it says. Yeah. We'll be fine. You guys don't even get a lot of play out of these emojis as it is. If this were anybody but Fat Man, I would retire that emoji right fucking now. But as we continue up the list of 30 most insensitive things ever said, and a reminder to those who may be late, you're not here late. I'm reading from 2 different lists, and the list that I'm on right now is only the first, so calm your ass. We're arriving at number 12 on the first list. Number 12. My 9-year-old nephew said to me today, "Nobody even likes you." It would only sting if you had to think about it. But the way everybody's so insecure these days is true. It's true, you know. They probably got to think about it. Somebody must like me. Oh my God. Somebody responds, "Kids are brutal. When I was 14, my little sister, age 6, said, 'You're not as pretty as as the older sister, but I still like you.' Nice. My little sister is my friend, and I still bring it up on occasion when I think she should get the next round." Oh my God. Oh my God. Kenzie Rupert says, "How are these mean?" How is the implication that, you know, a kid who may have brain damage being told that he doesn't have anything upstairs mean? In the same way that me banning your ass right now would be a mystery to you as far as how it might be considered mean. Shut the fuck up, Kenzie Rupert, with yo bitch ass. Hello and welcome to everybody, and thank you for joining the roast of Kenzie's corny bitch ass, the stream. As we roll up to number 11, that I'm lucky that my husband died. Somebody implied you were lucky your husband died? Damn. Did you get that money though? Oh my God, you're not supposed to say stuff like that. Okay, okay, just keep moving, just keep moving, roll over it. If he was still alive, we might have gotten a divorce at some point and would have had a huge fight for custody of my daughter. I was 23, he was 23, our daughter was 19 months old. Some people are fucking savage, dude. Linda says, "Much love, I gotta go. The doctor is finally ready for me laters." Good luck, Linda. Hope everything works out well. Peppermint Stripes just said, "My name's Mackenzie." You guys don't know, but in one of my prehistoric Overwatch streams, I was fucking, I think I was playing with Aimee. That's how old that shit was. And she's telling some story about some friend she has named Mackenzie. And in true Kyle douche fashion, I just cut her off and start rhyming about how, you know, my name's Mackenzie, Frappuccino, my name's Mackenzie, and like going into all this shit about how, you know, she must be a white girl that goes to Starbucks and, you know, lives her life there, and all of this just totally rude shit that I'm just surmising from that white ass name, you know. But she could have defied expectations and maybe been hood as a motherfucker, so to speak. You know what I'm talking about? Lit, okay? Literature. Number 10. Don't know if this was the worst, but the one that always stuck with me was when I got my exam results and my dad told me that I didn't deserve those because I didn't work hard enough. It took me 15 years to realize that I hated my dad. Well, maybe he was right, nigga. Maybe he was right. Maybe if you took an exam and then your dad told you that you didn't deserve those results, and then it took you 15 years extra to realize that you hated your dad, maybe you're as stupid as he thought. Moving on. Number 9. How about that? I haven't really written any kind of story or poem since I got a short story published in Reader's Digest. Don't break that arm jacking your cock off. What question were we asked, bro? What question were we really asked? Holy shit. This better be relevant. I'm so sorry. Let me just finish what this guy wrote first. Shouldn't be judging this guy, don't worry about it. Holy crap, did Chris Pyle just become a sponsor? Aw, shit. That's... You know what, guys? You know how nice, you know how sweet I consider that? That's like making my day. Oh my God. Thank you so much. And then Jessica E arrives. Hello, Jessica. You must be taking advantage of the fact that this is happening during the day. Guys, alright, I know this sounds crazy, but what I'm gonna do is, because Stripes was just asking about, you know, the sponsors, and Chris Pyle has just become a... Wait a minute. Was Chris Pyle a sponsor before? No, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. But guys, I want you guys to remember more than anything that Chris Pyle became a sponsor today, okay? Remember that. Chris Pyle became a sponsor today. Because I'm going to show you something at the end of this list. And I want you to be all like, now how the hell did he do that? You see what I'm saying? That's what I want you to do. That's exactly how I want you guys to respond. when I show you what I'm doing. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta show you that magic. Oh my god. I completely apologize. I'm so bad at, like, not derailing things. It's a real problem, but I'll start dealing with it. It's nice to see you guys. Truly it is. As we continue this list, though, number 9, again, says, I haven't really written any kind of story or poem since I got a short story published in Reader's Digest. My senior year in high school, showed my mom the magazine, and she said something along the lines of, what moron would publish you? When I realized she wasn't just making a harsh joke, I started to hate her, and have never gotten over it. Damn. Some parents salty, though. That's what y'all gotta realize. Some parents salty, and before they would ever acknowledge that their child is good or talented in any capacity, they would literally imply that the bar for the world has been decreased. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you ever did anything gangster, some parents are so salty that they would never look at you and go, oh wow, you achieved something. They would look and go, wow, it really is easy to get that kind of shit done these days, isn't it? Back in my day, there were actual standards. We're like, all right, now, calm down now. Calm down now, all right. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Are we all rolling with the implication that Stripes is going to be called Amber from now on? Because y'all really like to play around. If Stripes want to be Amber, that's her own fault. But I don't say I didn't warn you, okay? What a weird bunch of guys. As we reach number 8 on the first of the 2 lists, we arrive at 16. No, we don't. We arrive at 8. But it says, at 16, I was a passenger in a car that spun out of control and crashed into a tree because the driver was trying to show off. I was in a wheelchair for 6 months. Sometime after the crash, the driver says to me, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't even have that money. Give me some so I can buy a guitar. What the fuck? Implying that if it weren't for the driver spinning out of control and being ridiculous, right? That this person wouldn't have disability money, dude. That's fucking dope, son. Holy shit. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have that money. Give me the money so I can buy a guitar. Another during that period was a random classmate who came up to me after I finally returned to school and said, yeah, we were worried that it was the Hartherim? Wait. Oh, okay. Hartherim is this user's name. So we can assume that perhaps this person's name was like Mitch or something. And that when they came back to class, somebody said, yeah, we were worried that it was the other Mitch. When we found out it was you, we all felt a lot better. How are you feeling? Can you imagine? Can you imagine you get into a car accident? And then when people find out that it's actually you and not somebody else that has your name, that they express relief to you. What a bucket of assholes. What a bucket of assholes. Jesus, man, this list is some savage shit. I expected this list at the bottom to just be people who got their feelings hurt by some stupid thing that could have been meant, that wasn't intentionally terrible. You know what I mean? Some people are terrible, like parents. They say shit and they don't know what the fuck they saying. You know what I mean? They compare you to, you know, absent parents and shit like that. You ever, like, imagine a single mom comparing you to the dad who's not been in your life or some shit like that. They have no idea what they're saying. You know what I mean? They're too stupid for that. They're really incapable of looking at things from anybody's perspective but their own. But when you think about it, dude, at the end of the day, their intention was not to say something that's completely and utterly rude. They just fucking speaking because they're terrible. The end, right? But these are like absent-mindedly terrible, where it's like, it's one thing to think about something and not assess that it could be awful, but it's like the thought, oh my God. I'm impressed by these. That's all I have to say. I'm genuinely impressed. So let's continue up. This is intense, man. Come on. We thought it was the other one that got into a car accident. When we found out it was you, we all felt better. Somebody couldn't have said that, dude. I don't want to believe it. People saying some words in the chat that I enjoy right now. Voluptuous, succulent. You know what I mean? Thick. See, a woman that all three of these apply to, you know, if she got a body like May from Overwatch, that's what's going on. We can set our watches to that. As we continue up to number 7, it's okay. God gave you serious major illness because he knew you could handle it. Really wanted to kick them in the balls and say, it's okay, God knew you could handle that. Man. I don't know, man. Number 6, man. You're so quiet. You might as well not be there. Okay, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is just like a joke. Who cares? You're so quiet, you might as well not be there. They don't mean this in a terrible way. And it should just bounce off your ass, the end. Number 5, I'm looking at the lake. They edited this. And I want to know what the original comment said, you fucking bitch. I want to know what they... Oh, I hate it when we can't know. How can we know? Number 4. When I was in 5th grade math, my math teacher was teaching my class about symmetry. She pointed a student out saying, look at this person. He is a great example of an asymmetrical face. Everyone in class grew quiet after that. I mean, who in 5th grade gives enough of a shit? I don't know, man. Number 3, wash your face. Never thought about that. Thanks, mate. My acne is cured. Who needs dermatologists? I love it. Somebody has acne and somebody tells them to wash their face. Oh. So I just put water and soap on my... I see. Oh my god. Ugh. Acne though, man. Scary thing. Anybody in here dealt with acne? Wow. Number 2. It's been a month. You need to get over it, said my ex as he was annoyed I was still mourning the death of my father. Oh, come on, man. Somebody said, Jesus. This is nowhere near the same magnitude, but it's weird how people decide how much of your grief they're going to allow you to show them. I think it's less about that and how much people like try to make it where their own standards have to dictate the world, you know? Like say they pappy died, they would only mourn over it for about a week, and then and if anybody else were to take more than a week to mourn it, then you know they're a bitch in your opinion. You know what I'm talking about? In your mind, they a bitch. Number 1, when asked if I had kids and I said no, they said you'll regret it. We're infertile. We would love to have children. Oh boy. You'll regret it. How could they know, though? So I'm willing to dismiss this one. We've only had about a couple of truly savage entries, and that's what we're looking about. Okay? We're looking for them truly savage ones, all right? Well, here's the second list. So this is going to be the last one. Number 15. My brother had passed away when I was in 7th grade after not going to school for 2 weeks, and my parents decided it was time for me to try to get through school again as to not fall too far behind. My first day back at school, during my 3rd class of the day, some girl started to bully me after getting the courage to say something back. A girl yelled at me, "Well, at least my brother didn't die." I fucking lost it and ran away from school crying. At least my brother didn't die. Jesus. This is only number 15. It's got to get crazier. Number 14. I have 3 houses, bitch. You have nothing. Your father doesn't love you. Oh, shit. I was 12 years old at the time when my dad's girlfriend said this. Oh, my God. Luckily, I got a voice recording of this, and I sent it to my dad. She's gone now. So naturally, everybody asking, nigga, how you got a voice recording of this? Were you trying to just capture some of the terrible shit that she would say to you? What was some of the worst shit? He goes on to say, I had an old iPod, which I took a voice memo with. What happened, we were never really fond of each other and always argued about stuff. My dad passed it off as me not accepting that he had a new girlfriend because it was the first woman he had been with besides my mother. All of the stories I told him before this, he didn't believe or he'd take her side. After I got the voice recording, he looked so disturbed, and I think it probably made him feel awful. He immediately made her get all of her shit and go. Man, right on, Pops. Cause I'ma say it like this, even though some dudes got a little kid that they taking care of, when they get a new bitch in their life, if the pussy that good, if the titties that big, if the thighs that swole, you know what I mean? They'll let that woman treat their kid like shit. And that's fucking terrible. And women do it too. Women get a new man in their life and they let that man treat their kids like shit. And the crazy thing is, I like to think that all parents, especially all mothers, lose their mind in trying to like raise a child. Straight up. They go crazy. Like full stop. Black and white crazy. But the one thing that they should all align in, typically, is that they would do anything to defend or protect their kid. So when you hear these stories about like the mom and the dad sexually abusing the kid, or bottom line, you know, the dad is being bad with the child and the mother's not doing anything about it when that's her birth kid, it's like, holy shit, you know what I mean? What do you care about other than dick if you ain't gonna fucking defend this little nigga? And in this case, the dad could have been like, nah man, the pussy too good, but instead he threw that bitch out. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. See, nowadays what would end up happening is the pussy would probably be too good for the dad to actually kick this bitch to the curb. So then the little kid would have to take the internet route where he's just gonna put this bitch on blast for being a terrible piece of shit. And then, you know, her reputation would be I don't know, fucked. But then again, if the titties was big, you know what I'm talking about, she would just have a whole bunch of more gentleman callers, and then she'd probably be able to have more than just 3 houses, if you know what I'm saying. The moral of this story, sorry for this whole, you know, ramble, is that, you know, if Kyle's titties were big enough, maybe somebody will buy me a house. You know what I'm talking about? Snapchat is in the description. I'm kidding. But it goes on to say, he immediately made her get her shit and go. He and I are very close now, and there's a lot of trust between us. Going forward, he met a new woman, one from his childhood, and they've been married for a while now. At first, I thought she was rude, but that actually was just me afraid of X number 1 happening again. We're pretty close now, and I visit them often. I don't have the voice recording since it was on my old iPod. Of course, Reddit would demand that. I'd search for it, but I've moved a couple times since then, and it's probably gone. I remember a girl I knew actually really liked the type of music that I was into when a bitch stole my iPod. How about that? And I've lost music that I know that I'll never be able to retrieve, mainly because my memory is shit. Isn't that something? Isn't that sad? That was Kyle's childhood fucking angsty, mopey, get me through the ups and downs of life music. That was some good shit, and I'll never be able to find it because I'll never be able to remember it. Other than, of course, a couple gems that I can remember listening to 100 times over, but fuck me. Dollar's all like, I help with special students. Oh, I can't read it like that now with the subject matter, so excuse me. Just gonna try that one again. I help with special students, and my brother got ankle surgery, so he was confined to a wheelchair. He was drowsy and has a habit of rambling on before passing out. Talk about rambling. So a usually quiet kid said, I didn't know. Your bro was a tard? Pretty insensitive. Aaron Deere says, pack your shit, Kyle. You're moving into a 2-story house. Or I could buy a duplex and Kyle could be my neighbor. Okay. Do it, Banal. Number 13. After what I thought was pretty good sex, this girl rolled off of me, stared at the ceiling, and said, I should just become a hooker because I have sex with people I don't respect at all. That relationship didn't last very long. She did not. Somebody said, hey, that's another thing we have in common. What a response. Oh, hi, Dan. Number 12. Why are you so upset? It's not like the kid had been born yet. Oh my God. Oh my God. Damn. Ooh. Goddamn, baby. Goddamn. Number 11. I can't believe they let trash like you in this university. You expect that kind of shit. Said to me by my racist neighbor across the street when she found out I got into a top 10 engineering school. You know what I mean? What is she like? What does she come out across the she come out to say that to you? What does she yell that to you? I can't believe they let. Oh, you just having tea? And she say some shit like that? Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Number 10. I had a friend call to tell me that she was pregnant. I told her congratulations, that's great, etc. She asked how my pregnancy was going, and I had just had a miscarriage that morning. I informed her of my heartbreak. She proceeded to say, well, you didn't want your baby as much as I wanted mine. I'm glad it's you and not me having a miscarriage. Ding, 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 ding. This may be a winner. This may be a winner. You didn't want your baby as much as I did mine. Holy shit. Uh-oh. Well, that's pretty dope. All right. I appreciate this. I appreciate that. Number 9. God made you have a miscarriage. God damn. God damn. You know what I'm talking about? This is the third one. Ladies and gentlemen, why are you so upset? It's not like your kid was born yet. I miscarried. Motherfucker. Here's another one. Well, you didn't want your baby as much as I wanted mine. I'm glad that it's not me and you having a miscarriage. And number 9, God made you have a miscarriage because he knew that you have been a terrible mother. You should be thanking him. Oh, I'm so sorry. 3 miscarriage posts in the insensitive fucking thing thread. What the bing bong? Well, ladies. Well, ladies, you know what this, you know why it's like cringeworthy? You know why it's scary as fuck? Because I don't care if you think this, it's a misogynist thing to say. Women are fucking emotional. And no greater time in a woman's life will they be outrageously hormonal and not know how to deal with things than around a pregnancy. Do you get what I'm saying? Their body is a chemical fucking nightmare. And for these people to demonstrate their inability to demonstrate social grace, you know what I'm talking about? What the fuck you talking about? You expect religious people to be crazy. So I almost want to don't even worry about the God made you have a miscarriage one. But this other one where it's like, hey, I'm pregnant. I just called you up. You're telling me that you had a miscarriage today. And I'm going, well, I wanted my baby more than you wanted yours. Let's be real. So I'm glad you had a miscarriage and it wasn't me now, because I want my baby more than you wanted your baby. Did I mention I want my baby more than you wanted your baby? Excuse me? Excuse me? And it's like, when shit like that happens, what can you do but be quiet out of shock? Because it's like, am I going to waste the brain cells and time trying to even discuss anything to this person? You know, if they don't have if they can't process the idea of what they're saying not being right, where do you begin in explaining that shit to me? Oh my God. Number 8. Okay. I don't have room for you in my life. Oh no. I was told this by my cousin / best friend of 20 years. And the day after I told her that, her fiance sexually assaulted me. What? Did he get it in? That's the question we want to know, guys. That's the question we want to know. Blah, blah, blah. She ended up marrying him 2 months after I told her what happened. I was supposed to be her maid of honor. It's been 10 months and I reached out a couple of times, blah, blah, blah. Did he get it in, man? Did he get it in? Did he get it in? Nobody asked the real questions on this pussy ass Reddit. See, back in the day, Reddit was a scary ass place, man. And I'm starting to find 5-year-old Reddit threads just to read that shit to you so you guys can just be blown away by some of the shit that gets said. Because Reddit was a real place 5+ years ago with real people making real comments, and the mods didn't have enough, like, it's not that they didn't have enough of a foothold, but there weren't enough of them to be scouring through every fucking post being a faggot. But now the mods are like everywhere, and they hide their usernames, and they're commenting on things, reposts to get karma. It's so weird. Reddit is really run by spurgy losers, and that's fine. You know, it is the internet. Okay. The real question is whether or not Kyle's going to be able to get away with diving past the surface portion of the internet like a real magic school bus adventure, taking you guys on a visual fucking tour and not getting struck even harder than I get right now. You know what I'm talking about? I bet you there's some nigga just sitting by a bong at YouTube going, whoa, 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 bong. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, I'm just trying to have a good time. It's not that big a deal. Number 7 says, I want to attend your funeral. Said my bipolar narcissistic mother 4 months after I got diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. Your child gets cancer and your mother says, I won't attend your funeral. It's all about you, Mom. It's all about you. It's all about you. I'm so sorry that you got to live this life, girl. You got fucking stage 4 cancer. Ugh, man. Man. I want everybody to think about how we're all lucky, we're all privileged, we're all, you know, living a life where, thank God, our parents were not only kind enough to bring us to an age where we could make sense of the world around us, but they were also kind enough to clothe us, feed us, shelter us, and make it so that we could reach a point where today we still observe those luxuries. We ain't homeless, you know what I mean? We're not stupid. We're not incapable of fucking assessing social and scenarios, right? Where we're gonna say something stupid, where we're gonna do something stupid. You know, some people live their life in the manner of a drunk person, but even when they're sober, you know? I spend days watching YouTube videos where people are resisting arrest and you know, they're pulling I'm a sovereign citizen type bullshit, and it's just comedic as fuck because it's like, dude, had you just followed instructions, you know? 10 years ago, maybe you'd have been in trouble, and maybe you should run from the police because these niggas are crazy. They got a gun. They don't take any real tests to get that gun. They power tripping. They hate you, whether it's because of your skin color or because they don't like you. Maybe you're a hot bitch. You got big ass titties and a nice little ass, and you don't want to suck his dick, so you gotta die for it. I'm a nigga in uniform, and I'm gonna fucking abuse my authority to make you suck this dick, or you're gonna fucking die or go to jail, bitch. If not both, okay? So here's the bottom line. You don't want to die. You don't want to get arrested. Follow instruction, okay? Here's why. There is a likelihood that if you're being recorded, this shit could vanish. You know what I mean? But if the video makes the light of day, and they see your ass fucking cooperating, boy, it's gonna be better than if you don't. How did this get to police? I don't even know, man. My point is, some parents fail so hard in just being somebody that their kids can rely on, dude. So no matter how much shit that we get and how much we're going through, at the end of the day, if we got somebody that we could call up at the end and they can actually be there for us, I'm not talking about being considerate. I'm not talking about even being kind. I'm not even talking about being like likable. You know, that may be the realest thing that you've ever heard. Is like, I'm not saying that you should be totally happy that your parents are likable, but if they're willing to be there for your ass, that's more than a lot of people got, dude. Because you don't want to think in your life that you'll reach a point where you got cancer and your fucking mom's gonna be stooping over your ass going, hey man, I ain't gonna be at that funeral. Fuck you, bro. I heard you just got cancer. That shit must be pretty lame, bro. I'ma see you later. I'm gonna go on my Instagram, update this Facebook. God damn. You know, maybe it's all the bipolar. Maybe I'm looking at this the wrong way. The bottom line is, this really isn't about this post. Let me hit that minus and get it out your face. All right. It's about the fact that there are people that aren't bipolar, that aren't suffering some sort of condition, that are just up their ass enough to where they would be that much of a dick to something that they fucked into existence. These kids didn't ask to be born. Think about that. Think about that. But this lady spread her fucking legs, banged a nigga without a condom, and in came this sperm that she sat upon. She didn't abort this baby, you know what I'm talking about? She didn't miscarry this baby so other people can be insensitive to her. Ho ho, you know what I mean? She had this kid, and now she's blaming that kid. She's using the kid as an outlet. You know what I mean? The kid's achieving things, and you're saying to the kid, man, you ain't achieving shit. What kind of moron would accept you? You know what I'm talking about? I'm just saying, people like that are out there right now, and thank God those aren't us. Thank God that ain't us. You know what I'm talking about? Thank science, it's not us. Holy bing bong, because boy is it random, and boy do we get lucky. Number 6, my mom died at the end of October. I have this piece of shit coworker who comes in high off of his ass all the time and doesn't do anything. The weekend before Thanksgiving, this kid is too high to function at work, so I'm basically running the front end of the restaurant. He's blathering to me about some nonsense, and if I don't respond, he gets pissy. He says, I'm so excited to go home and see my mom. Are you gonna go see your mom? Oh, wait. And then he laughs. I was fucking heartbroken. Fuck you, Paul. What a dick. I think the weird thing about this scenario is that she didn't, I don't know if it's a man or a woman in the story where they're saying that their mother died, but the scary thing here is that they didn't dictate whether or not there was another person in their midst, and maybe this jerk said that shit to kind of, I don't know, get a laugh out of somebody else, because some people let peer pressure make them just to be an asshole, to try to get yucks or put on a show or act out, you know, show off. But from what it seems, it was a one-on-one between this douche and another person. And he was like, are you going to see your mom? Oh, wait, bro. Ha ha ha. Your mom's dead, dude. Fucking gnarly. As we finish off this list, this is getting me worked up. We arrive at number 5. After I was kicked out of high school, I was trying really hard to keep in contact with a specific friend from there. One day I bugged him and he wrote back, God, I don't care if you're lonely. It's not my problem. Fuck off. So I did, and had the best 2 months of my life before he decided he needed me. Came back, begged me to be his friend again, and I got to respond, God, I don't care if you're lucky or lonely. It's not my problem. Fuck off. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe a bit petty, but it's still the most satisfying moment of my non-sexual life. Nothing like a good echo burn. Oh my God. The cruel irony. Hey guys, I'm thinking about having a confession podcast tonight. Maybe. But if I did, what should the topic be? Should I just rape this topic and say something like, what's the most insensitive thing that you said or someone has said to you? Damn. Number 4. Last winter, my grandmother passes away over the weekend, and on Monday, I emailed my boss asking for Friday off so that I could attend her funeral. He wrote back, that's fine, a little more notice next time. I'm pretty sure he just saw time off and Friday and didn't bother reading the rest of the email. But it still hurt. Oh, get over it. Number 3. When I told my mother I finally had a girlfriend, her reply was pretty classic. I recommend you be very cautious of any girl that's interested in you. What do you really have to offer? Not much. Thanks, Mom. I guess the girl was really just after me for kidneys. You know what I mean? That's such a mom response. You? You don't even have any money. And you're so fat. God, you're so fat. You must be hung like a seal. Do seals have big dicks? I don't know. But I said it. God damn, Mom. You're weird, Mom. Yo, daddy liked it. Where is dad now? I don't know, but he was hung like a seal. Shut up. This is the dumbest. You really... That was a whole conversation you just like fucking improvised. Number 2. I was once rooming with someone who was very proud of how hard they worked. One day, they remarked about how lazy I was because I didn't do anything all day. Which of course was not true. Okay. Except the 3 days a week I went in to get chemo treatments at a cancer center. Surviving is so fucking lazy. Oh my God. Number 1 on the list of 30 most insensitive things ever said reads as follows. I've talked about it in a past thread, but The first day I was back at work after my daughter died, I made a stupid mistake. My annoyed coworker said, "Damn, it's a good thing we got your genes out of the gene pool." Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yo. Because thought goes into that. So what part of your brain formulates these phrases and they just fall out of your mouth before you think about it though? Wow. Okay. It's like a filter that non-existent is incredibly confusing to me. Stephanie Brown hit it with a capital H to let bitches know that she ain't just lurking, she really lurking. You know what I mean? She's like the kind of girl that calls you on the phone and you're like, "Hello?" And she's like, I'm Stephanie, that's right. Guys, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank my sponsors. Remember how I told you at the end it was going to be something confusing? How did Chris Pyle end up on that sponsor banner when he just, how did I do that? Huh? How did I do that? How did Chris Pyle end up on this sponsor banner when he just became a sponsor? Answer me that. Wow. Wait a minute. If I have 25 sponsors and each of these rows has 5, and some of these people must not be sponsors anymore. Wait a minute. This has come to my attention, and I'll have to sort it out later. Well, I'd like to also thank my patrons, who are just, you know, delicious. In a way where I really can't get into it here because this has got to be a safe for work stream for the most part. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Guys, I love you to death though. And I hope you guys are having an interesting day. Have a better evening. Things just make sense. He was in the middle of a head shake, the cat. He was in the middle of a head shake. Okay, so one thing that I'd like to be pretty transparent about is recently I recorded a video with some pretty gnarly crime scene accounts from, you know, different Reddit threads. However, what I endeavored to do was to stream Breath of the Wild after it, and I ended up beating Zelda in that stream. But because I clicked the streaming button again too quickly after I'd ended the stream, it resumed the initial stream and combined it with this 30 awful crime scene stories stream. What I've done is I've straight up just deleted everything after the stream, and I'm trying to edit that right now so that it will just be that stream, and then hopefully it will go back public, because at the moment it is blocked fucking worldwide. These things happen. These things fucking happen. I don't know where to go with it other than to wait. So hopefully that will occur. If things get still silly, then I will record it separately and then, you know, post it again. But hopefully this will work out and everything will make a little bit of sense. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll try to jump on and stream something soon. And then you guys can, of course, expect me tonight for the normal stream. I don't know. People said Hannah's picture is Dexter's mom now? How can you see that? Where's that? Where's that? Where can you see Hannah's picture? Oh, wait, maybe on the sponsors page? Or did Hannah just comment? Hannah, say something. No, it's the dog. What are you guys talking about? Dexter's mom. Y'all crazy. Man. Y'all crazy. I really wanted to watch a movie with you guys. But every time I think about it, I think to myself, I might as well just watch seasons of The Simpsons with you. Nice. Oh yeah, and Thor Ragnarok that happened. Pretty gangster. Oh boy. Suicide bomber blows himself up. That's not something that we need to watch on stream. Uh-oh. Let's go to WTF to end the stream out proper. Marijuana extraction accident in New Mexico. I've seen this before. It's not funny. It's not funny. Just watching the guy run through the fire, he's like, whoa! It's scary because you realize he got to run through the fire to get back into the... Holy shit, though, man. Oh, my God. Killing wasps the old-fashioned way? Uh-oh. I opened it in a separate window. This mother... Fuck you, wasps! Oh my God. Oh my God. What a gangster. You know, I don't have the balls to sacrifice my skin to whatever. Oh my God. Flawless execution here. Boiled penguin eggs. I'm not sure I want. I am not sure I want no boiled penguin eggs. No thanks. Eating normal chicken eggs is bad enough. To be honest, I could go make some eggs right now. I got a whole bunch of bacon bits. I love throwing that shit in fucking eggs and then drizzling some of that cheese on top. Oh my God. Eggs are so simple, but they're fucking delicious. But to be honest, I would have so many. It's a good thing I haven't been on a cruise lately. Ooh, because I go to a fucking buffet and I'm just like, I love buffet style eggs on a cruise, dude. They can make me an omelet. That's cool, you know what I mean? But I do love that buffet style eggs. You know, they just put that sloppy ass scrambled eggs in there now, and I'm like, well. Look, Stripes, you don't get to go eat eggs. Eggs are delicious, okay? Faith says, once my dad accidentally locked me inside of a garage with a bunch of angry wasps in it. Accidentally? What? Why would he lock you in a garage, Faith? Oh, what did you do? Oh my God. God damn. That's your car, dude. That's a smart little bitch, though. But look at him. Look at him fucking that hood up. He's I mean, the roof. Bitch. Fuck you. Oh my God. What is this? Justice from above? Ooh, somebody nailed his ass. That was right. They were trying to break in, but they couldn't. Somebody just clocked that motherfucker. Okay. Oh, wait. This one says not safe for work. But how not safe for work? Somebody gets run over, don't they? Car backing up. Dumb bitch behind it. Was she text messaging? You stupid bitch. Oh, my word. Oh my word. It's not watch people die, so that doesn't happen. Yeah, I'm just saying. Oh boy, water froze as it came in. That's pretty dank. That is pretty dank. Pipes burst. Oh no. Pizza is for eating, not fornicating. Open pizza for consumption only. Thank you for sailing with us another year of holy ship, where we offer dozens of fine foods available 24/7 in the Garden Cafe. We must remind you about the foods available in the cafe that are only for consumption due to incidents on previous sailings in which previous patrons engaged in uncouth behavior in the cafe, we feel it is our duty to remind our guests that the pizza is for eating, not fornicating. Sexual acts with our handcrafted pizzas can bring unintended health consequences and pose a safety hazard for other passengers aboard our journey. Lewd and or sexual acts with our cuisines are not only frowned upon, but are prohibited by maritime law. Norwegian encourages responsible food consumption and reserves the right to revoke eating privileges of any guest who violates Norwegian's guest code of conduct or is deemed a danger to themselves or others. The PETA predator. If you suffer from cytophilia or the sexual desire to fornicate with foods such as pizzas, please inquire with one of our specialists in the medical bay below. Oh my god. Oh no, we don't want that. Let me show you how to switch driver. Are these cops trying to switch between passenger and driver? Yeah. Stupid cops. Oh my god. Well, the coyote froze solid during the recent winter. Oh shit. Well guys, I love you. You can catch me soon. What else is new? Get a hold of me if you need me. Bye. Bye, 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 bye.